Welcome. It's the Matic. It's the illest blood in the land. Welcome back, Legends community. It is Matic 365, or you can call me Matic. The choice is yours. Today, I'm back with a new video, and today's new video is actually on something that a lot of us have questions on when it comes to one of my favorite DC animated shows from back in the day. Static Shock. All right. So you have to remember back in 2020, they announced that they were in development for doing a Static Shock movie. But you have to remember, it never actually took off. It was originally supposed to come out in 2023 as an actual movie theater release, which would have been a DC movie / milestone movie when it comes to this actual black superhero. And it seems like a lot of fans have been wondering, are we ever gonna get a Static Shock live adaptation movie? Well, today's new video is to talk about the sad update when it comes to Static Shock, all right? So let's get right into it pretty much. The sad update about the Static Shock movie, but also the real reason why. So you have to remember, James Gunn has shown interest that he wants to do a Static Shock movie, the co-CEO of DC Studios. And I remember him saying, yes, I have an interest in wanting to do a movie on Static Shock. Good. But now we have a sad update on what is taking place, on the reason why we have not gotten a Static Shock movie, all right? So the reason is James Gunn confirmed it. There are a lot of complexities when it comes to a live adoption Static Shock movie. I ain't want to hear that. I did not want to hear that, y'all. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm like, yo, here we go again. Why do black superhero movies have such a complicated time when it comes to coming out in theaters? All right. Man, unbelievable. But the reason makes a lot of sense. When I think about it now, it makes a lot of sense. I know a while back, DC Studios, right, was known for using Static Shock when it came to some of their shows. I remember Static Shock appeared in Young Justice, an animated show from back in the day that officially got canceled. And also, Static was originally supposed to be in Black Lightning. So the real reason here on why this is a complexity now is because a lot of us don't know. And I'm going to give you the answers because the Blur got the answers, all right? And the answer is because DC does not fully own Static Shock. What? Only for publishing. Publishing is the only thing they have going on for Static Shock. Now, the main reason is because Milestone Media, because it's not comics anymore, it's media, owns Static Shock fully. Good. This makes a lot of sense when I think about it now. It's like, well, DC's relationship with Milestone hasn't been the greatest, track record-wise. And the other thing is, when I think about it now, this movie probably won't be able to have DC dominating what they want to do with the movie. I think Milestone was smart. This is their comic book character. They have a partnership like Sony does with Marvel when it comes to Spider-Man. That is the same thing that they have with Static Shock. The only difference is that they fully own Static Shock, all right? That is the only difference. Well, you know, I guess I could understand James Gunn giving us this sad update. It makes a lot of sense to me. I'm like, you know what? I understand now. Like, maybe this is why we haven't gotten a Static Shock movie. The most interesting thing, too, because it is going to be put on hold, one of the people that was attached to the movie, and I'm kind of glad that he's still attached to the movie as the executive producer, and I got to give him his props. Michael B. Jordan is still, in fact, the executive producer for the Static Shock live adaptation movie. Good. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I think Michael B. Jordan did a good job with raising Dion as executive producer. And I kind of like that he's in the executive producer role because I feel like he's going to actually give this movie the justice that it needs when it eventually comes out. You know what I'm saying? As an actual live adaptation movie. It's unfortunate. I think I remember from a while back the reasons that this Static Shock movie got delayed. All right. One studio wanted to do an actual live adaptation for the movie. The other studio said, look, let's do an animated version for the studio. And I'm like, look, I want either or. If I can get a live adaptation movie at that time, cool. And this is like a while back. Or if
it's
I
like
could
animated
movie,
movie, I've been cool with that too.
Either or. I would love to see that. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that things change. I think Milestone wised up and realized, like, DC, y'all not going to keep using our character like this. We going to fully own our character. Yes, they own the Codaverse. That is what DC owns and the actual publishing when it comes down to it. But it seems like DC does not have the final say. So it seems like Milestone, in this situation or scenario, whatever you want to call it, Milestone has more leverage when it comes to what they really want to do with Static Shock. I really hope this works out, man. I mean, I remember hearing about it back in 2020, and I was like, yo, bring it. Bring that Static Shock movie. Because like I said before, this was something I would go see in theaters. I did the same thing for Black Panther. I'm showing up for Static Shock. I want to see that movie win. I really hope that Milestone and DC get their act together and come together and not be on two different pages for an actual Static Shock movie. But I guess only time will tell, and we will have to wait a bit longer. Man, I did not want to see this. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want to hear this either. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. But it is the hardest working blog on YouTube, guys. You tell me in the comments. Are you surprised that we still haven't gotten a Static Shock live adaptation movie? And my next question for you guys is, do you think Black superhero movies tend to have a struggle when it comes to being released in theaters? It is the hardest working blog on YouTube, guys. Thank you so much for commenting, liking, subscribing, also sharing so we get out of the YouTube algorithm. And also, I am out, legends.